everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lacquer Lover, and today I'm going to be swatching and reviewing Essie's new Belief in Yourself collection, which is a Target exclusive collection made up of 6 earthy nail polish shades inspired by the serenity of a succulent sanctuary. Basically, we have 6 dusty pastel cremes here, and this collection is kind of for the summer to fall transition, but it's also more of a spring collection depending on how you look at it. But without further ado, let's get into the swatches. Underneath all of my swatches, I'm applying base coat to protect my natural nails and to prevent any staining. The first polish I'm swatching is called Plant One On Me, which is a light lavender creme. Here's the first coat of Plant One On Me. It has very decent coverage in its first coat despite being such a light color. The formula across the board is pretty thin, so you'll want to wipe off extra polish so as not to flood the cuticle. This color might be more suited for the springtime, but I honestly feel like with any lighter colors you can wear them all year round because they're just very subtle and they'll go with anything. And in the same vein, this color will also match a wide variety of skin tones. This is 2 coats of Plant One On Me. For being such a light purple, this had very decent coverage and was able to build up in 2 easy coats. And the next polish I'm swatching is a dusty blue-purple creme called You're a Natural. Here is You're a Natural. Again, the formulas were very thin, so I was amazed by the coverage and the pigmentation in just the first coat. I was actually able to get away with just one for my swatch photo. But anyways, this is just a beautiful, chic, bluish purple color. And the next polish I'm swatching is called Just Grow With It, which is a blush pink creme. Here's the first coat of Just Grow With It. This had a beautiful, buttery, creamy smooth formula, and it was just such a dream to work with. I feel like if you're more careful than me in the first coat, you'll be able to get away with just one because this was honestly just on the verge. Like, I just needed a little bit more coverage on the edges or the sides of my nails, but otherwise, like 2 coats, it looked amazing, and you might be able to get away with 1 coat. And this is just such a classic shade that anyone and everyone should add to their collection if they don't already have a pink. I love that this one is a little dustier, a little bit warmer, and yeah, it's just very versatile and you'll definitely get a lot of use out of it. And the next polish is a slightly cool reddish brown called Rooting For You, and that is probably the cutest name in this collection in my opinion. So again, this has a very thin creme formula, but it doesn't stop it from being super pigmented and opaque. The first coat was just a dream to work with, and it had such good coverage that honestly, you might be able to get away with 1 coat. But I did need 2 coats because my first coat was pretty thin and I was able to kind of like see through the polish, so I just wanted to make sure it was completely opaque. If you have really short nails and like no free edge at all, you might be able to get away with 1, but this is 2 coats of Rooting For You. Actually, a lot of the polishes in this collection do dry darker than they apply, so that is something to be noted, but otherwise they are still really beautiful and still like pastel dusty colors. And the next polish is a dusty minty green creme called Belief in Yourself, which is the namesake of this collection. Here's the first coat of Belief in Yourself. This had amazing coverage as well. And honestly, with these polishes, it's kind of hard to say if they are 1 coaters or 2 coaters. Like if you do a really thick first coat, you might be able to just get away with it. But if you're working with thin coats like I am with this shade right here, then you'll most likely need 2 coats. And that's not bad at all because these are just such thin polishes to begin with that even if you do 2 or even 3, it won't feel like that many layers on your nails. Here's 2 coats of Belief in Yourself. This is a really gorgeous green. It is not too yellowy and it's not too bright that it's hard to wear. It's definitely falling more into the classic zone of polishes, so I think this will fit a lot of skin tones and will be one of the more popular shades in this collection. And the last polish in this collection is a peachy creme called Vine and Dandy, which is another one of my favorite names. Here's the first coat of Vine and Dandy. You can see in the first stroke down the nail that this is actually not a very bright polish at all. It definitely falls more into the nude beigey area, so I think this will be perfect for the office or for school. Basically, any time you need a color that isn't going to draw too much attention to your nails. You also saw that I had some patchiness towards my cuticle area, so I just went in with a second coat to cover that up. And this is 2 coats of Vine and Dandy, a gorgeous peachy nude polish. It had very good coverage and an amazing formula, and I highly recommend it. So that was my swatch and review of Essie's Belief in Yourself collection. As usual, I have these polishes placed left to right in my order of most to least favorite, with my favorites being the purples. Because the formulas were consistent across the board, I just ranked these based off of color and how often I think I'm going to wear them. And overall, this is just a collection of 6 light creams, as I've mentioned throughout this video, so it's not a very unique collection, and you'll definitely be able to pick up polishes like these at your local drugstore any time of the year. But I do think that it is curated for a specific purpose, and there are a lot of polishes in here that are classics and versatile and will suit a lot of different skin tones and occasions. So there is a purpose for this collection, and yeah, that's basically it for my swatch and review. I hope you found it helpful, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye everyone!